Hello, I'm Nige.
Well, hello. My name's Anders, and welcome to the Beer Kit review. Not one of mine. Gonna hand you straight over Nige. Nige, what have you been doing?
I've been making lager. I've been making
Mm,
lager for a family bash, which I've got in the
bash.
summer. Yeah. So I've been
Superb.
brewing lots of it, and I was looking for something cheap and easy.
Yep.
Uh, Cooper's Lager. It's one of the first kits we ever did.
Yes, I remember.
It's got a gazillion views for some reason. Uh, but when we made it, I made it back then. It, it tasted rubbish unless it was in the bottle for about a year. So
Okay. All right.
I've made it with Cooper's Brew Enhancer.
Ah, right. This is,
One.
yeah.
And I've also made it with a lager yeast. So I've thrown the yeast away. Not this
Wow.
particular one. This is Nova Lager, which is a lager yeast that'll brew at sort of room temperature up to 20 degrees, which
Yep.
this kit's destined for. So I'm going to do a little experiment, see how it compares. Uh, I think it was diamond yeast I used as per our mate Mark
Well,
showed
yeah, he
us
did this. Yes.
on if you watch the Beer Kit Festival 2023, episode one, the lagers. We did a Cooper's kit made with Cooper's yeast and a lager kit made with the lager yeast.
And
It
it,
was an unbelievable difference. The lager
really,
yeast beer was clearer, and it well, not clearer, it was lighter, wasn't it?
yes, it
It
was.
and no comparison in taste. It's
So much
better
more
than that.
flavor. It was lovely. Yeah, really nice.
Mark reckoned he could start drinking it after a couple of weeks. Now, this has actually been in the bottle 10 weeks. So, would you like to fire up beer can?
Shall we do that?
Get it
Right.
into the glass and we can get tasting.
Let's do that. Right. Okay.
Now, the problems with lager yeast, you've got to keep it about 12 to 16 degrees you need to brew it, which isn't the easiest thing to do. During the winter, it's a lot easier.
Okay. I've got to say, I've got a bit of an issue here.
Bit fizzy.
Just a wee bit.
Wow.
Vietnam's not really giving an awful lot away.
Yeah, it's lots of bubbles.
You'll see the results of beer cam at some point, Nigel. I'm sure you'll be very disappointed.
My one's come out nicely.
Well, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, mine's come out nicely all over the floor as well.
I get it.
So that's what I've got.
Oh, I've got a proper.
Oh, blimey, so you have.
It's crystal clear, well carbonated.
Oh, certainly is that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
It actually brewed to 4.5%, including priming sugar.
It's a beautiful colour. Beautiful golden colour. Smells absolutely doesn't smell like a Cooper's lager.
No, it smells like lager.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Should we go in?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Chin chin. Oh, that is. Oh, the aftertaste on that. Look, you've got to be over 18 to drink beer. So I'm gonna fuck me, this is good.
What a difference.
Isn't it?
What an yeah, lost for words.
So am I. That is amazing.
When we did the Beer Kit Festival last year, I was literally gobsmacked at the difference.
Yeah.
But this is just made this for myself, so very
Yeah.
pleased.
Okay, so um okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna so you swapped out the ale yeast for a lager yeast,
Yes. Yeah.
and you've put brew enhancer.
Yeah, the brew enhancer.
What is it?
Yes, I was going to talk a little bit about brew enhancer is basically dextrose.
Right. Okay.
but it's got a little bit of maltodextrin in it.
Okay.
Use the food industry and all sorts of things to pack out things, bulk things out, thicken things. In this case, and that isn't actually fermented by the yeast, so that stays in there to just beef things up a
Beef
bit.
things up. Okay. All right. So obviously the sugar does, but
Yeah.
that multi.
Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, but massive, massive difference.
A huge difference.
However, by putting all those elements together, you've now taken the Cooper's Lager from a cheaper one, which is why it sells, I think, because it's at the 15 quid range.
Right.
But when you add to get a decent beer out of it, all the things you're adding it, you take it into the low 20s.
Okay. That's still not bad.
Oh yeah, I mean you're still looking at 50p a pint or whatever it is.
Yeah. Now, what I've done, because I'm trying an experiment, I'm not going to give you any further details at this moment in time, but I am brewing a higher end lager at this moment in time. And I've swapped the ale yeast out for a lager yeast. We've tried this before. It was absolutely banging the first time. I'm not expecting a huge amount of difference, but I'm just seeing if,
I really enjoyed that lager first time,
yeah,
Anders.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if there'll be an awful lot of difference, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to that one.
yeah.
Uh, this talking about brewing detail, 15 days in the fermenter. This was from
Hmm.
uh, it's been in the bottle. I think I said 10 or 11 weeks now. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's got a real
and this
nice.
is actually the first time I've tasted it. I hadn't
Oh, right.
because most
Okay.
of this batch is put away for the family event. I've just nicked a few bottles for the channel.
Yeah. Oh, that is absolutely banging. Now, I haven't chilled mine at all.
Ah, that
Due
might
to,
be why it was a little bit active.
might well be. That is bad admin on my part, I'm afraid. Um, but having said that, sometimes that chill can take a little bit of weight. Sometimes it doesn't. But I am getting the full whack of the taste on this. That
Yeah.
that that is a proper lager.
Now I've actually got two more Cooper's Lager kits left. Uh, as I said, the next one I'm going to try with the uh, Nova Lager yeast
Okay.
because the temperature's up a little bit. I don't want to chuck it in the fridge at full temperature control, so I'm just going to brew that at room temperature.
Hmm.
And that leaves one other kit which I don't need for the family event because I'd overbought. I've done about three of these
Right.
already. Uh, it's a big event. It's a big on a wedding.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've where was I?
Yeah, it was in the barrel for 15 days.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
10,
So
11 weeks.
I've
It's
got
in the
two more
bed.
kits. One I'm brewing that one.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other one is a spare, and I'm going to pimp that one.
Okay. Due to an admin error at um wherever I purchased that lager I've just been talking about,
Yes.
I've actually got two of those lagers. So one I'm pimping and one I'm going to do with the usual
Yeah.
and just see what the difference is.
That'll be
Interesting to pimp, isn't it?
yes. But
Yeah.
it's nice having a double batch of that beer all to yourself.
Oh yes. Hmm.
Yeah, that pimping wise, I think I've seen a lot of talk online. A lot of people brew this just to 20 pints rather than 23.
Oh, okay.
Just increases the ABV in the body a little bit. So I might try reducing.
It's an interesting idea.
Uh, I might reduce it quite a bit and go for a stronger lager, and I might even dry hop it with some SARS hops or something. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
that's probably towards the end of the year. By the time we get around to that.
Yeah, we're going to take
Anyway,
a little break and just save.
yeah, yes, we'll savour it and get back
Yeah,
to the conclusions.
yeah. Right. So Nigel's chugged his back. I've sipped on mine because there wasn't a lot left over, to be honest with you.
It,
But that is better than an awful lot of lagers you will get in the pub. That is better than a Foster's. I think
it's
that's better
certainly
than
better than a lot of the canned beers you get, which is your similar ABVs, because it's got more flavour than your Carlsberg
oh,
body, and it, yeah, it's I, I'm gobsmacked. It is so good.
that is really nice.
It's got that uh, sharp, clean taste that you want from a lager.
Yes. Not hang on. Not quite lemony, but kind of nodding towards it.
Yeah, it's sort of like
Kind of.
hinting that it might be, but you think, what?
But
And you
yeah,
look for it and you can't find it, but
can't
you
find it.
know
But
it's there.
it's yeah. Um, well, okay. It
But
it's something to do to pimp your beer, isn't it?
yeah, and it makes you think. There's lots of other kits that I've done in the past, lager kits, which I think might be a bit better than this one. But I'd like to have revisit some of them using lager yeast.
Yes. It's one of those things. I haven't made many lagers, and the ones I have been higher end.
They've been really good.
They have been excellent, and I'm like I say, I'm not expecting a huge amount of difference in them. But like you say, it's if you do go down the left, I mean, Festival must do a lager. I'm not sure if
I've no idea.
I
I
honestly
can't.
do,
I've no idea.
but it might be interesting to try some of this summer lagers, summer beers with I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. I shouldn't think out loud. It leads to embarrassment. Um, so actually, one of the comments the other day, sorry, just digressing
But
slightly,
yeah,
was about Festival Razorback, and I thought I
right.
haven't had that for a while.
Well,
Very
one of the
good.
comments on the channel was talking about Cooper's recipes, and
Yes.
you go to the website, and it tells you different ways you can pimp the kits up to get different beers from them. So adding some dark spray malt, light spray malt, and you add a bit of this and a bit of that. So put some hops into that, and then you got another beer. And they've got loads and loads of recipes. Uh, Interesting, very interesting.
Okay. Do you know, I've never made a Cooper's kit.
Wow.
Never done it. So
Well, I don't think I'd make their kits again without doing that, because it makes a difference. Rather than having to wait a year for it to be ready to drink,
yeah,
uh, it does get rid of that homebrewy flavour.
yeah, absolutely no homebrew taste in that at all. That is banging. So there we go. Right, I think we're done here.
Yep,
The
super
lesson
duper.
is, if you buy a cheap kit, pimp it, you're going to get an awful lot of goodness out of it. So anyway, thanks for listening to us. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Goodbye.